I've decided, man, that as soon as I get my rolling tool cabinet, I'm pulling the engine out of the Honda here. And that's the 87 head sitting up there. Okay, that's the 87 head. I'm going to put the 87 head on the engine. Now what I'll do, when I bust the cylinder head off of the engine cylinder jugs, it's going to probably break the gasket on the bottom end of the jug. So I have to basically lift my jugs up, and I'll have to put the clamps around the piston rings again, make sure all the piston rings are, like the slot gaps are all, they have to be staggered. The slot gaps can't be lined up. They have to be staggered. I'll have to make sure, I'll have to go through all that again. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this on here because I think this will work. Now, when I put this on the engine, this will use the dowel pins. This will use the 2 extra dowel pins, because the thing with this, with the Nighthawk head, the Nighthawk head only uses, I think it only uses 2 out of the 4 dowel pins. Okay, and we also have the rocker box over there, and I have the gasket for that too. There's the gasket right there. So we got our gasket for the rocker head box. We got our dowel pins. The only thing I have to send away for is the gaskets. I need a head gasket and a cylinder jug gasket, which are going to come from China. So those are the only things, I have one there, but I don't have that's a cylinder head gasket there, but that's used. I like to put new ones on. So we're going to just get a new system. We're going to get a new kit, not a system, for that and the bottom end of it. And that's what I'll do. We'll pull that guy out of there, and we'll put the other one back on once my tool cabinet's coming in on the 3rd of December. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make room in here. We'll put it right over there. I'm going to round up all my tools, and all my tools are going in there. But back to this, guys. Man, it's not going to scratch that. It is not going to scratch the headlight. It's not going to scratch it. It'll probably lift up like this. I could probably somehow probably put a leather strap underneath here, but I really don't mind the thing lifting up. I don't want to make it any tighter, because then these buckles are going to scratch the aluminum up here. But what I did do, as you can see, I put a glasses case. I put my registration and my insurance cards in a Ziploc bag inside a glasses case. And there's, man, I'll tell you, there's really no other place to put that. Because if I put it here, then it's going to be real hard to get into the bag. You can put it down here, but then it takes away the beauty of this piece of, this bracket right here. So that's really the only place for it. And I've seen guys with these where they put the fork bag down here. They put it on the neck down here. Some people do have it here. Some of them have it underneath the headlight. Some of them have it on top of the headlight. But, it's okay there. The only thing that's going to happen is once I hit like 60 miles an hour, it's going to probably do one of these numbers right here. That's probably what it's going to do. It's probably lift up like that. But, I could probably, then it just might, I don't know if it's going to scratch that or not eventually. You know what? I might just have enough strap, but then if I wrap it around here, it's going to cover the name of Big Dog up. You know, because we don't want that covered up. I don't care. We'll leave it like that, guys. Now, I did foam the carburetor out. I think it starts a little easier, but I still think my plunger or my float needle is getting hung up inside the carburetor. So once we pull the engine, I'm going to take the carburetor apart and I'll clean the carburetor once again. Maybe I'll replace the float needle. I'll have to see what it looks like. All right. Well, let's see what we can do here, Mike. Now, when I start this, I have to put just a little bit of tension on my throttle. First, what I'll do, I'll hit the throttle 3 times, put a little bit of tension on it. See? So what that tells me, something's not feeding the gas. Something is hung up. And once it warms up, it'll run. So we'll shut it off. But that's what that tells me is the gas is apparently stopping. So it could be my float needle has some dirt in it. It could be the accelerator pump spring is old, or the rubber is old in the accelerator pump diaphragm. It's got to be one of those 3 things. Now, I was, guys, about a year ago, I tried selling this motorcycle, man. I just didn't want to have nothing to do with it, you know. But I'll tell you, I'm in love with this little bike. I'm going to do everything, including if I have to replace the engine with another engine. I'm keeping this. And I'll tell you why, man, because it's a very simple motorcycle. It's 280 pounds. You know, you could actually balance the bike. See, I'm balancing it right now with one hand. If this breaks down, I could push this home, literally, where you can't push the Big Dog home. You can't. You have to call a flatbed. All right, over to the seat here, man. We got to grind this down more. I have to take that down and that down. And then the nose, we got to take the nose in a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to put 1-inch cotton batting over this. That's all we have to put on here is 1 inch. We'll have to put a little bit of Bondo up here. We'll Bondo this down a little bit. And we'll smooth all these imperfections with Bondo. Then, and I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, oh, my butt's going to hurt. I'm going to be sorry I ever made this. Let me tell you, man, with 1-inch cotton batting on this, it's going to feel the same as this. Because that is also a hard seat. There's nothing really soft about the factory seat. Okay? It's not a soft seat. My seat is going to probably be softer than that factory seat. I'll tell you guys, it's like, 35 degrees outside, man. I'm going to probably take this out tomorrow. So what I'll do for y'all is I'll recharge my GoPro. Okay? And I will freeze my knuckles off, y'all. I'll freeze my knuckles off for y'all duck shuckers, y'all pea pickers, you pen pushers, you ink suckers, and you weekend bikers, and you bikers, and you one percenters, and you hardcore bikers, and you female bikers, and you male bikers, and anyone who's just a biker, or a wannabe biker, or a biker to be. Now, I'm monkeying around, man, with you. I am monkeying around with you all, y'all. Okay, I will take the big dog as long as it doesn't rain, man. Because I don't take these out in the rain. Because you see how much chrome there is to clean. And I'm not taking it out in the rain. I didn't take my Hayabusa out in the rain. I'm not taking the Honda Rebel out in the rain. And I'm not taking the big dog out in the rain. If it doesn't rain, I'll freeze for you people. What do you mean, you people? Well, you know what I mean. Okay? All right, guys. Catch you later.